Hi Guy! Time to have a look at an Atari Jaguar game known as Theme Park by Bullfrog, which I'm sure you all well know because it's been ported to so many systems. But just before we carry on with the gameplay vid, I just wanted to make a point about just how many people knock the Jaguar, say it's a terrible system, the games are awful, you know, the CD unit is awful, so on and so forth. And to be quite honest, after playing 8 or 9 of the games that I've picked up over the past few weeks, I have to say they're completely right. I mean, it is really difficult to pick any good games out of all the dross. I mean, Theme Park is probably the best one I've got in the collection of games. And just hang on a second, it's just firing a demo up there. But yeah, I mean, the best ones such as Tempest 2000 and what is it, Alien vs Predator, I mean, they cost an absolute fortune, and the chance of me going out an arm and a leg to pick those up, I'm just not going to do it. Just because they just cost so much, and I could get much better games for other systems. Alright, just put my name in. Now, like I say, Theme Park is probably one of the better games for it. It's a bit of a basic version, but like, there's bugger all name. Sorry, what was I going to say? Bugger all music to listen to. I'm just going to call this one Lawfland. Now, I have been playing this quite a bit since I picked the system up, but it's mainly just because I haven't got really any decent games for it. There's just so much dross, and it's such a shame because it just had so much potential, especially for the time period. Right, sim level pack, visitors, happy, easy, now medium, first game, no, right. There's not really much I can show you on this because it's all about building a theme park, making money, and it's not the greatest of to do for a video, but I had to do something for a good Jaguar game. I'm just laying the path here. Whenever I press the C button, I get a mini menu, like thing where you can place rides and stuff. So we're only going to keep it simple. I'm not exactly after do another ride. We've got loads of money because it's the beginning of the easy game. I'm placing that. I don't care. Just place them anywhere. I will say one thing for this. After playing it for quite a bit the other day, I was tempted to return to Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, which is basically the same sort of game, except it's more, how do you say, hold on one sec, I'll concentrate on that a second. It's more technical, there's a lot more to it. I'm just laying the queue paths at the moment. And obviously graphically it looks a lot better. Some more paths. See, as you can notice on this, there's just no music whatsoever. Except when the rides start running, you get a bit of noise sloshing around. We'll get to that in a moment though. I just want to do a basic part for you to see how it all goes. As you can see, I'm absolutely whizzing through this because I've played it a few times. I know what I'm doing. Alright, coffee shop there. Ice cream shop next door. Balloons down the other end. In the early stages of the game, there really isn't much to do. It's just about making as much money as possible and then selling your park for a profit, which you then use to put into research and stuff. Right, and we'll now put in a... hang on. A handyman, there he is. And they just patrol the park picking up junk. Right, I think we're good to go. Bloody hell. Oh, I'm dropping handymen everywhere. Open the park, no. It's not that one. As you can see, I'm pressing the numerical pad on the bottom, which is a very good shortcut menu actually, and opens up all this side stuff. Oh, actually, let's go there. That's the map. There we go, Loftland is open. With far too many handymen. You see at the bottom there, you get tips on how to run your park, which is quite handy in the early stages, but as you get into it more, you learn all the basics yourself. Some of the other things you can do is like, I'm just looking at like all the fancy stuff like that. There's a nice cheap toilet there. I don't. Right next to the ride, fancy. I think that's a pond. Let's put the pond over here. There we go. Lovely. What you can do later on is you can join them up and build like see that I'm doing. I think you can put boats on it and have people riding. I mean, the simulation part is really simple. Like your finger, you've got your ticket prices. You can set on the stock screen and loans and stuff, like on the one above. Like there, I've just pressed 3. If you go to an item, like a building or a shop, click on it with B, and press the 3 on the numeric pad. Question mark. You know, your amount of caffeine. If you set that to loads. Basically, whenever the kids buy a drink from there, they go absolutely nuts and start racing around the park, going on more rides, buying more stuff. Same goes with like the sugar in the Mr. Wally ice creams. Like amount of sugar, like quite a lot, loads. It's like a sugar bomb for them. Yeah, like I say, there is no music whatsoever. Whoa, sorry, I nearly knocked the cam over then. And that's it, that's my empire being built. Bit of a boring thing, you know, you can look at bank statements, you can get really deep into this. Your loans, how much you've lost, how much you've earned. There is a different type of paths, signposts, you can click on a ride, place guides to it around the park. Obviously you don't need that in the early stages, but I'll just show you this. As you can see, just scrolling up there, the park is huge, and as you get further and further on in the game, signposts become a necessity. 5, 6, I'm just looking for, there is also a research bit. At the moment, if you look at the rides, I've got 4. But as you go on in the game, like there you go. Hang on a minute, I can't bloody find it now. Shops as well you can look at there. You know, you can pump money into research, which is on one of the side screens. I can't find that. Oh, there it is, that's the research one. This is the visitor screen, you know, just to see how happy they all are, what the thoughts are, and the idea is you respond to that, and as time goes on you build your park up accordingly. There we go, this is the research screen. Basically that big bat, this confused me at first. I didn't get the manual with the game, so I had to download one off the net. Well, basically you fill this up on the top. Yep, this is how much you're going to spend every month, like top left 1872, and when you fill these bars up at the bottom, that's what splits the money between them. And every so often you get new rides, new shops, new amusements, you know, stuff like that, and it just helps you build a better park. One of the great things that comes later on is the roller coaster building. You can actually design your own, you know, with loop-the-loops, high drops and stuff like that. It's quite a complex game, especially for the time, but I think the best version I ever played personally was the one for the Amiga. Honestly, it was a lot more. There wasn't a lot more to it, but it was a lot of fun. There was a lot more music, a lot more going on. I mean, another bad thing about this game for the Atari Jaguar version is you can't actually save until the end of the year, and even then you can only save how much money you've got. So if you're playing a park for like hours and hours, you've lost it at the end of the day. You know, you can't just say, "Whoa, my God, that just fell apart," I think. Oh, sadly guys, we're almost out of time, so I better call it a day there. But as always guys, thanks for watching, and I will do my best to post another video soon. Hopefully a decent Jaguar one.